What is up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to Richie Rich Abroad. I'm your host, Richie Rich.
And this is Cheng. And today we're going to talk about the most controversial topic we've ever done.
The most controversial.
The most controversial.
Ever. We're talking about foreigners, expats, dating their maids out here in the Philippines.
That's right.
This is a topic that might be a little bit uncomfortable for some people, but for other people, it's kind of real.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to break it down objectively, give you both sides of it, and we'll let you decide. But for me, I'm just telling you, if I didn't have you, I might be a maid dater.
So before we break it down, don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get updated on our latest videos.
And stay to the end of the video because we got a whole bunch of bloopers and outtakes that'll keep you more than entertained.
And leave your comments below because we love reading them.
And we usually respond.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ching, kick the intro and let's get into this video. What was that?
It's like a popping sound.
All right, man. All right. Going by trike. Here we go.
Okay, so just to give you a little, background information.
Mm-hmm.
Here in the Philippines, normally for middle-class families, they normally hire a domestic help or a household help.
Okay. Is the maid hot?
Well, that's a different story.
Because if I'm gonna get me a maid, she gonna have to be hot jacket.
Yeah, and if ever we'll be living together, I will not get a hot maid.
Yeah, some old ass with missing teeth.
Yeah, and someone who looks like a boxer.
Yes, cockeyed. Yeah. She look like a boxer, cockeyed with missing teeth.
Yeah.
You wanted a maid? Here's your maid, Rich.
I can comfortably, get out of the house.
You can leave her. You can leave her at home with me.
Yeah.
And ain't nothing. Going. So look, when a foreigner moves here, especially retirees or digital nomads, they often hire help too. Mm-hmm. She'll take care of your groceries, your cooking, your cleaning, your laundry, and pay your bills.
Yeah.
And do a lot of stuff. She can make your life very, very easy and a lot more convenient. And you don't have to pay her a whole bunch. How much? What do you think the salary is for like a maid out here in Manila?
I think for
a live-in maid.
A live-in maid, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the last time I heard it's like 7,000 to 10,000 pesos.
7,000 to 10,000.
Yeah.
I know somebody who pays 7,000 pesos a month for a live-in maid and is also a nanny. So I bet you could get one for 6,000-7,000.
Normally, when you have a kid, it's like a bundle that comes with the price already. Right. They're expected to take care of the kids and also the house. So yeah, 7,000 to 10,000.
So I got to put a diaper on. So I got to put a little diaper on so she can take care of me.
Yeah.
Right. Feed me, breastfeed me.
Yeah.
Like that.
Breastfeed.
I'm just saying. I want the whole 9. Right, okay. But seriously, that close interaction can build a lot of comfort, a lot of trust, a sense of loyalty, and eventually, even some romantic interest.
In my own opinion, I think the maid will catch feelings if she continue to do
She's
that.
supposed to catch feelings from me. She's supposed to walk around swinging.
Slinging your Johnson.
I'll walk around swinging, my chest out high, right?
But of course, you have to understand that the power dynamic is real. When that maid comes into your home, that maid or that woman will be, financially dependent on that situation. Of course, she's expected to be paid in exchange of X, Y, and Z service.
Hey, how does she get paid? Does she get paid once a month, once every week?
I know a few friends who has a household help. Normally, they would want to be paid every week. Mm-hmm. So they eliminate the advance payments.
Yeah, the borrow and all that.
Yeah, the borrow and all that. Yeah.
So if she get 8,000 a month, then you just pay her 2,000 a week.
Yeah.
2,000 pesos.
And also, there's a household law or kasambahay law that you have to pay for her social security. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you have to contribute for her social security. So. But also, you have the option to make her sign a waiver that it is on her free will that my salary won't be deducted with Social Security, because it has a percentage from the household help and the employer.
Right.
So yeah.
So there are power dynamics and all of that. I'm here to talk about the reasons it might not be such a terrible idea.
And I'll try to be objective as possible.
All right. In fact, I would even go as far as to say for some people, the whole arrangement works beautifully. I got 10 solid reasons why I think it's a good idea.
Okay. All right. So what do you think is the first thing that, the solid side that you're saying?
Well, look, I'm just saying, she's been in your house for a long time. You trust her, right? You trust her around your home. You've been around each other for a long time. That trust, you build trust with each other. That trust becomes the foundation of something beautiful.
Yeah, you're so passionate about this.
I'm just saying, it can become the foundation of something real, something very beautiful.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, if I'm just going to be objective about it, just to give you an idea, it's really hard to find a good household help.
It's hard to find help here, period.
Because you have to do, just like in dating, you have to do the vetting process, because you're going to trust her with, especially when you're not around, you're going to trust her with everything. No?
Right.
Yeah. So what do you think is the next thing, the next solid reason why you should...
Why do you keep mocking me? I'm just saying this is something I truly believe in.
Okay. Right. Fair enough.
It's different because the bond is built slowly over time, right? So there's not like this instant attraction that you saw on a picture and you click. It's built over time, just you guys spending time around each other.
Okay.
There's a bond.
Yeah, so let me ask you a question. So for example, you're going to look for a household help, of course. So what are the criteria that you're going to look for?
Tight booty, big...
See, from jump, you're already expecting that it will turn into something romantic.
If she gonna be walking around me, I don't...
So let's just be real. So for example, I'm not here. So you're going to look for a household help. So are you going to look, what are the criteria that you're going to look for? Number one, are you going to look for...
I would say, number one, she has to be experienced in taking care of a house.
Okay.
She has to be experienced doing laundry, cleaning, cleaning, cooking, doing chores, all this. She's got to be experienced in taking care of a man and taking care of a house. That's number one. Second criteria, I think I would want her to be cute. She don't have to be super fine or nothing, but she just got to be like, where I could like fantasize about her. I could like
stop.
think some.
So when you're looking for a housemaid, that means that you're also thinking that
everybody want a cute housemaid.
Okay.
Everybody.
So
period. In this scenario, you ain't in this scenario. So it's just me.
Okay.
I'm just saying I want a cute housemaid.
Okay. So you're looking at it as, eventually.
Eventually, yeah, I'm gonna get them guts. Yeah.
Okay. So we think differently.
Of course we think differently, but you already said she's gonna catch feelings, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
so you're not really looking for a household help.
She gonna help me.
100%.
I'm gonna help her. We gonna help each other.
Okay, fine, whatever. But you get my point. But she
has to be able to do household stuff. She has to be able to take care of me. But I might add a couple extra chores to them.
Okay, so you have a hidden agenda.
Could be. I mean, could be. But why not? There's loyalty, there's trust, there's a bond, there's a mutual attraction.
Okay.
Why? It makes sense.
So what else? Come on, make me believe. This makes
because
sense.
she knows you, right? She sees the good, she sees the bad, she sees the ugly. She sees you every day. You got a shared routine. You got a routine about how you guys get down each day, right? Because she's working around you and you're asking her to do this, that, and the other. And she understands you. So, I mean, what else can you ask for? A woman who understands you, she knows your habits and she's cool with it.
And to be honest, just being objective about it, she's accomplishing what needs to be accomplished without the commitment thing. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So, okay. So,
just being objective.
Yeah, you acting like I'm crazy saying all this. Okay? Go ahead.
So what else? What do you think are the other things that is a benefit of dating a household help?
It's not fake. She knows who you are. You know who she is. It's not like a fake social media thing. She's seen your dirty draws. She's seen all your bad, and she still show up every day.
Because she gets paid.
She gets paid to show up, but she gonna get paid another way pretty soon. She gonna get some other payments. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
I mean, the only thing that she needs to prove to you is how good she takes care of the household. You know, that's
At first.
Yeah.
Look, these are the reasons these are the reasons I'm saying I'm for it. There's reasons that you might not should do it. We'll get into that. But these are the reasons I'm saying that I think it's a good idea.
Okay, got it. All right. So are there any more good things that you can get from this, situation?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of good stuff.
What else?
I think, okay, so you found a woman who's strong, she's dependable, she works hard, she's goal-oriented, she understands you, she knows you, and you guys can work together, right? You live together, she lives with you, she knows all your habits, she's already used to taking care of you. I mean, to me, it makes sense. It's just a natural evolution.
Okay, so you're leaning towards, for example, I'm not in the equation, so you're more leaning towards a live-in household help than a live-out, or what do you think?
She can stay the weekends. Yeah, there might be some more chores to do on the weekend. Yeah.
I hear you. Can I apply? Okay, what else?
All right. Okay, so the other thing, all right, just the Filipina thing, right?
Okay.
Strong family values, right? You already know you're getting a woman. You probably vetted her. You picked her out. She's got strong family values. She's traditional. She's detail oriented, and and for me, this is something a whole bunch of foreign men would like.
So again, this is not a knock on Filipinas, but when we go abroad or when we go outside of the country, Filipinas are known in taking good care of the elderly, taking good care of the kids and the household. So I think if you are going to get a domestic help, that's one of the good criteria that you need to look for.
I have no problem with it at all, right? But plus, if you get sick, you have someone. I think a lot of expats that live over here, one of the things that they worry about a lot, they ain't gonna talk about it, but one of the things they worry about a lot is getting sick and having nobody to take care of them.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a big deal. It is a big deal, right?
It is.
So if you hire somebody, a maid, she's gonna be there to take care of you, nurse you through, nurse you up, take care of you, go buy you some meds, do whatever you need to get well, all that stuff. She's gonna be there.
Yeah,
that's big. I think that one's bigger than some of the rest of them.
Yeah, I think also that you can hire someone who can take care of you or genuinely care for you. Eventually, they will genuinely care for you apart from the...
Yeah, it's that nursing syndrome thing where she takes care of her patient, she falls in love with him and all that stuff, right? It's like a Disney movie.
I know, right?
Okay,
and they live happily ever after.
Right? Yeah, exactly. But you grow a bond, right? She grows a bond, you grow a bond because you're looking up at her, got a thermometer in your mouth, and she's stroking your hair and feeling your temperature, making you some soup, making you some chicken soup, and feeding you.
Spoon feeding you.
Yeah. Come on, man. I'm looking at her like, I love you, baby. I so love you. Right? How do you not?
Yeah, how do you not love that person? Because you see some genuine... Yeah, your mama.
And it might start out being just because you're paying her. But after time, she's going to be like, you don't even have to ask her to do stuff. She's just doing it. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it comes natural.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
So do you think it has a lower chance of gold digging, especially when that domestic help?
How is she gold digging? She get 8,000 pesos a month. She gets 7,000 pesos a month, and another 1,000 if she does a great job.
Well, for example, you already know that she already knows that you trust her well enough, you
exactly,
know? So for
right?
example, that could also be like a disadvantage because number one, I'm thinking of it as, you know, oh, this foreign guy trusts me. Maybe I can pull his arteries. You know, my kids, it's about to, they're returning to school and...
No, I just know, I think about it this way. She ain't trying to get a passport. She ain't trying to go abroad. She's not chasing money because she already got a salary. She knows how much money she's getting. It is what it is, right? So there's no reason for her to ask me for more money. That's your salary. You know what you're getting. So it ain't a money grab. She ain't going to be a gold digger.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right. I would say this.
Okay.
What if you two just hit it off, you just click with your maid, and you two just fall in love. Y'all two just fall in love, and next thing you know, you're watching Netflix on Friday nights after her work is done. But what if you just have a genuine connection?
Well, that's it.
Right? A genuine connection. Look, if you have a girlfriend, she gonna cost you about 8,000 pesos a month anyway.
How much do you think I'd cost you a month?
You know what? You run up the food bill. You run up the food bill. You can eat. But
I eat like a bird. What are you talking about? I eat bird food.
Dude. Anyway, but if it was somebody else, they would cost more than you do. I know that. So I'm just saying, there's not much difference between
me,
a maid, and you and a maid, right?
You'll pay less.
Yeah, I'll pay you less, right? Yeah, and you do about what a maid would do. Actually, you do a lot more than a maid would do. So I appreciate it. But you understand my point, though. It's just genuine connection. I think that's cool.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay. There is one more thing, though, too. No drama. Right? No drama. She's the maid. Understand your role. As The Rock says,
you know your damn role and shut your damn mouth.
Shouldn't be no tampo, no jealousy stuffs, none of that stuff. This is your job. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm getting down. And that's that, right? So there's the role. But I mean, there might be a thin line. But anyway, it sounds good on paper, damn. Yeah.
Now let's flip the script and go to the other side of the argument.
I'm worried about what I think.
Okay, so let's talk
about what my maid thinks.
Okay, let's talk about what your maid thinks. Do you think the disadvantages of being in a relationship with your household help?
So you tell me, if you seem to be gung-ho against it, right? So what do you think are the downsides? What do you think are the downsides of having a relationship with your maid?
I think if you're with the relationship with your maid, there's always that thinking that the other person is the boss and the other person is the employee.
Right. I can't say no, huh?
Yeah.
What if I say no, right?
Yeah.
If I want to give her the shocker.
Yeah.
Right? Then hey, can I give you the shocker?
Yeah.
Like, oh, if I say no, what's going to happen? Right?
Yeah. I might lose my job.
I got to take the shocker. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point.
It makes it complicated.
Okay, that's a good point. Okay, what else? Give me all you got. Come on with it.
Okay, so I think a lot of on the Filipina side of the household help, I think it's inappropriate it's like indecent to be in a relationship with your boss or you can't
anyway.
You can't bite the hand that feeds you.
People do it all the time. People have relationships at work, at their work with their bosses.
Okay.
I don't agree.
All right, fair enough.
Okay, what else? What else you got for me? Give me another reason why having a maid for your girlfriend is a bad idea.
Okay, so I think some believe that a man, like for example, especially
some who Chang believes.
I think a lot of people would think that a man, especially an expat, would take advantage, even unintentionally, because he has
he got the power.
He's got the power. He's got the money, and of course, he's got the money, and that Filipina is depending on that foreign employer. You know, so
okay, I kind of see that.
She might get exploited.
Right, I do kind of see that. Okay, basically, you're saying there's a sense where she might become dependent on you financially. Yes, not just financially, but also emotionally. So you were talking about earlier about, you create a bond together, and for example, she has kids,
sir, can I get some extra?
Hell no.
Shocked. Can I get extra X, Y, and Z because my son is sick?
Hell no.
Something like that. So,
but that would. How do you say no to that, though?
yeah, because in your mind, you're thinking that, oh, she's taking care of me when I was sick. Now she needs my help. So you're going to reciprocate, something like that.
I didn't really think about that.
Yeah. So I'm making you think. Think again.
Did you think about that?
No.
All right. Okay, so what else?
Another thing is, for example, you're in a relationship and you broke up. So you live in the same house. Yeah, how are you going to let her, leave the house, especially when you already have that connection?
Well, that would be easy, but I'm just saying.
Would she want to leave?
Yeah, that would kind of be complicated.
Because
you got a contract.
Yeah.
You got to live together with somebody you broke up with. You don't even like no more.
Yeah.
She might not like you. She might spit in your eggs.
Yeah, and but you hear me? She's already living with you.
Yeah.
And when you break up, it will be harder for her to leave. Especially when you're on a contract, that's a good call.
Yeah.
You might get sued for breach of contract.
Could be. Right. Okay.
Okay, so I think those are real dynamics and it happens in real life situations. So I think it's better for us to discuss that and share with our audience because, they get to see the good side and the bad side of being in a relationship with a household help.
So the question is, if you're an expat and you fall in love with the household help, is there a right way to do it or a wrong way to do it?
I think we need to give them some guidelines on how to do it first. You think?
Okay, all right, I'm listening.
So number 1 is you need to let her go as an employee first before you start anything romantic.
It's over, right? You're not working for me no more. Now we're in a different relationship. Now we're doing the uchi coochie, and you're not the maid anymore. You're not the help.
Yeah. So let's tear the contract.
Okay. You got to do that before you start anything romantic.
Yes,
right?
I think I would agree to that.
Yeah. The moment anything gets out of hand or whatever, okay, that's it. You're not the help anymore. You're
leveled up.
Yeah, you leveled up. Yeah, right. Okay. What's the next one?
The next one is give her some free time to decide. Give her some options or give her the freedom to choose what she likes, whether she wants to quit the job and pursue something romantic with you or whatever she decides upon. Okay.
All right. So you have to be honest and you have to be respectful to her, right? I mean, it does matter. It's a precarious situation and it's a very easy situation to ruin. It really is now that I'm thinking about it. I mean, it sounds good on paper, but things could get really sticky.
Yeah. Last but not the least, I think you need to talk about boundaries, their roles, and their expectations. That you need to discuss that up front.
Okay. Like before you move in together?
I mean, before you transition from being an employee-employer relationship to something romantic. I think you have to discuss that.
Got it. Okay.
So I think dating your maid here in the Philippines is like a taboo topic. But love moves in mysterious ways.
That's what it is, man. Yeah. You never know who you can fall in love with.
You can fall in love with a beggar you just met on the street.
Anyway. Yeah. But look, even if you're honest with her and with yourself, shit could go wrong quick. But if both people are mature, respectful, and clear, and you set some boundaries, and you set some serious boundaries, it might work.
Yeah, might. We hope that this video gave you something to think about. Let us know in the comments. Leave your comments below.
I want to know in the comments below, would you date your maid? Okay. I'm willing to bet that most dudes in the comments would date the maid. Okay. But I'm curious to know. I'm very curious to know. The maid is a cute girl. She's how old? 30 years old? 30 years old. She's cute. And she's a nice girl. Would you date the maid, right? I'm willing to bet 85%.
Okay.
85. That's you said 70. I said
70.
I said 85%.
Okay.
The bottom line is, some people agree, some people disagree. Let us know what you think.
And don't forget to hit the like, to subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get updated on our latest videos.
And don't forget, YouTube always reminds us that the best way to help us grow and support our channel is to watch another one of our videos
right after this one.
Welcome back to Richie Rich Abroad. I'm your host, Richie Rich.
And this is Chang.
And I don't know what we're talking about.
Me either.
Yeah. And stay to the end of the video because we got a whole bunch of other bloopers. And stay to the end of the video because we got a whole bunch of bloopers and outtakes that'll keep you more than entertained.
Yeah, and leave those comments below.
Damn.
I'm just kidding. And leave your comments below because
I got 10 solid reasons why I think it's a good idea.
Okay. You're really like inching to date housemate.
Itching. Yep, inching.
Inch by inch. Anyway. This is not a knock on Filipinos, but we are known abroad to, we take good care of the elderly, we take good care of the house.
I'll be trying to keep it in.
Okay.
You gotta live together with somebody you broke up with. You don't even like no more.
Yeah.
She might not like you. She might spit in your eggs.
Yeah, and and what eggs?
She thinks she's so funny, man.
I'm just thinking of
your breakfast.
Okay.
Your breakfast.
I'm just thinking of different eggs. But anyway. You said spit on your eggs. Stop.
You're nasty and you think you're funny. Anyway. So if you like this video, we got a whole bunch of other videos that are just as good, if not better. So check those out too. In the meantime, I'm Richie Rich for Richie Rich Abroad.
And this is Chang.
And if she don't act right, I'm getting me a maid. Deuces.
We're out.
We're out.
I'm gonna apply for the position.
You can't have it both ways.
Huh?
You can't have it both ways.
If you fired me as your girlfriend, then I'm gonna apply as a house help.
As a house help and try to get it when you fit in. Yeah. Come on, man. Anyway. Deuces. We're out.